what is up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm gonna be doing a super chill question and answers video for you guys. Is that what it's called? Question and answers? Question and answer. Q&A. It's just a Q&A. I asked you guys to ask me questions on my community tab on YouTube. So if you go to my channel, whether you're on the YouTube app or I think a desktop, you will see like home, videos, playlist, community, and all that stuff. So I post it on the community tab. I don't know if whenever I post something, it shows up on your guys' subscription feed or just the homepage. Let me know how you guys see that because I'm genuinely curious. But yeah, so I asked you guys to ask me questions for an updated Q&A, and I got 83 questions, which is insane. So I'm gonna try and answer as many as I can, but whatever I don't answer, it was either a repeated question or one that I've answered before, or yeah, something like that. But if you guys want me to do a part 2, I could definitely do a part 2 and answer the other questions that I didn't answer in this video. But yeah, so if you guys are excited for this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Click that bell, and without further ado, let's get started. So I'm sure you guys can hear the rain. It is pouring right now, and it's so loud because I guess the roof in my apartment building, like it's like a freaking tin roof or something, because it is so loud. And yeah, that sucks, but there's nothing I can do about it, so I hope it's not annoying. All right, let's just go ahead and get into this video because it is going to be a long one. So if you guys asked a question and I don't answer it, I'm so sorry, but like I said, you'll have another opportunity to answer one in the future. But I just try to pick like the high rated ones and the ones that I haven't answered before. A lot of you asked like the same question as somebody else, so I'm gonna be saying names in this video. So if you asked that question but I didn't say your name and I said somebody else's name, I'm sorry. I just picked the random ones. Like there was no order on how I picked them. I literally just went about it randomly. So yeah, first question. Christavia asked how to be more organized with YouTube in school, and this one got 5 thumbs up, so I knew I had to answer it. But okay, I've always been really organized, write things down, make like a schedule and have like deadlines. So like I always have my YouTube videos planned out, and then I always have my schoolwork planned out too. Like I'll have the deadline on my main calendar in my planner, but then on the individual days I'll like be like, okay, I have a paper due Friday, I'm gonna do it Monday and Tuesday, and then I also have a quiz due Friday, so I'm gonna do that Wednesday. Like just, I always make like a schedule like that. I try not to procrastinate because that's a big thing. And also like everything that I have has like a specific spot, and I always clean up after myself. Like after I film a video, I completely clean up, like put my clothes away or whatever I was filming with, and I know exactly where to put it. I also declutter a lot because that helps just like clear my mind a lot and like re-inspires me. And yeah, okay, so I hope that answered your question. Okay, so Esther asked a lot of questions. She asked 10, so I'm just gonna like pick and choose. Proudest moment in high school. Definitely either when I won my state association 3-point competition. That was dope. I hit like 13 threes in like a minute, or 13 or 14. I don't know. I'll link the video where I talk about it in the description box. I made a video where I talk about like my whole high school experience, so I'll have that linked. It's a very old video, but I still haven't linked for you guys. But I talk about that in there. Either that or being valedictorian. Even though I graduated from a really small class, that was still a big like accomplishment for me because I had a lot of smart people in my class. I went to a private school and I played sports year round. I doubled up on sports. In the winter I played cheerleading and basketball, and made time for friends and family, and made time for YouTube. And it was just like really cool that I was able to be valedictorian while not always having my nose in my books. Like I was still able to do things that I liked. What was your most embarrassing moment at school? I have a ton actually, but some like are so embarrassing I don't even want to share. But one time I was at school, and like I said, I played basketball, and we had like a cancer awareness night, and so like the basketball team threw out like breast cancer awareness like shirts, and we would literally just like chuck it when our names were called for the starting lineup. And I was a starter. I think this was a junior or senior year, but I was a starter. And so like the starting 5 had to go out and throw t-shirts when their name was called. So my name was called and I run out and I throw the t-shirt, but like I try to like overcorrect myself and like try to throw it too hard that I like didn't throw it good at all. This little kid was walking like on the sidelines in between the like bleachers and the court. He was literally walking on the sidelines and he had just gotten back from the concession stand and he was holding a piece of pizza and so I was aiming for the bleachers and somehow it hit the boy in the face and I'm pretty sure knocked the pizza out of his hand or hit his glasses and they fell off. I can't remember, it was something like that, but it was so embarrassing. I literally was like, oh my God. And I was, you know, I had to play a basketball game and I was like, that did not just happen. Like that was so embarrassing, but it's kind of funny now. I feel so bad for hitting that poor guy. But I mean, he wasn't hurt, so yeah. What annoys you the most? Fake people and liars. What's your lucky number? I got this one like 2 or 3 times, but I don't really have a lucky number. I guess it would be 4 because that was my number in soccer. Like I've always been number 4 really. And there was a couple times that I wasn't number 4 when I played soccer. But for the most part, I was always number 4. And yeah, so I guess I just associate that as my lucky number. And then Courtney asked, plans for after college, moving states, what job do you want? Is YouTube enough to pay for you as a job right now? Any luxury items on your wish list? And what is the worst luxury item that you have? So she asked a lot, but these are really good questions. So I'm gonna answer all of them. Plans for after college. I want to open my own business. I don't know what that's gonna be yet, but probably something to do with fashion. Maybe my own store. I don't really know yet, but I definitely want to do that. My parents said that they would help me start my own business, like money-wise, because it's really expensive, and they said that they would do that for me. So I think I'm gonna do that. I was considering working for my dad's dealership. That's always like a backup option, I guess, but I just don't really see myself working or running my dad's dealership just because it's just so stressful. Like my dad and my brother run it right now and I work there like from home, but I've worked there in the office too in the summers, and it's just a lot. Like it's really stressful and it's just gotten a lot bigger over the years, and I kind of want to run something smaller at first and then grow it. And I don't know if I could really see myself working or running the dealership, but who knows. Moving states, like I guess she's asking if I want to move states after college. No, I think I want to stay in North Carolina actually, just because I really like it here. I grew up here. I'll probably move to a bigger city though, like Charlotte or Raleigh, but we will see. It depends like what I'm doing for work. You know, in the future I could move states, but I don't really see myself doing that actually, honestly. I like North Carolina a lot. And then she asked, what job do you want? I kind of already said that. Like I want to be my own boss. I want to open my own store or own something. Still doing YouTube, of course. I don't think I'll do YouTube full time right away. Like maybe it'll transition to that. But I would love to like do YouTube and own my own like store or something. That would be really cool. And then she asked, is YouTube enough to pay for you as a job right now? Yes, it is enough. Keep in mind that my parents haven't completely cut me off yet. Like I'm in college. They help me out with my college bills, college tuition, and my apartment. They help me out with that kind of stuff, but everything that I show in my videos, I pay for. So yeah, it's enough to pay for me as a job right now for me. But if my parents completely cut me off and I had to pay for college, my apartment, my insurance, and like phone bills, and on top of everything that I want, and to be able to maintain the lifestyle that I want. Probably not right now, especially since I'm in college and I can't focus on YouTube as much. But yes, YouTube is enough for me right now, just with my situation. Any luxury items on your wish list? Yes, I actually have a few on the way right now. But yes, I do have a few still on my wish list, even though I just bought a few. But I'm not gonna say what they are because I want it to be a surprise, of course. What is the worst luxury item that you have? I'm not really sure. I don't have any luxury items right now that I absolutely hate. That would be bad. But one that I had in the past was my Louis Vuitton Speedy, and I bought it when I was a senior in high school, and I bought it by myself, and I was really, really proud. My mom and dad didn't buy it for me or anything. Like I bought my first like luxury item by myself, and I was really proud of that at such a young age too. And I loved it, but it wasn't practical because a Speedy like is supposed to sit like on your like like the crease of your elbow, I guess, or you can hold it like this. And it just really hurt my like shoulder and neck for some reason. I don't really know, but I liked it for a while and then it just got to be not practical anymore, so I sold it like last year actually. So that was probably the worst because I ended up selling it, but it wasn't bad by any means. I know a lot of people that have that bag and love it, but it just wasn't for me. Brooke asked, what was one of your favorite things about having to be locked up in quarantine? Definitely meeting my boyfriend. We met right before quarantine, and so being able to be in quarantine together, like he would come over and we would get to hang out because we weren't like seeing other people. We were pretty much only hanging out with each other and then maybe 2 of our friends at a time, but we were safe about it. But yeah, so I got to spend a lot of time with him, and that was just really great because, you know, when you get into a new relationship, you want to like get to know them and spend time with them so you can like test it out. So it was good because it's not like I had to go to school and he didn't either, so it was just good to be able to grow in our relationship, I guess, if that makes sense. So Destiny asked, when are you moving into your new apartment and has this pandemic been stressful? So if you guys haven't heard, in one of my vlogs or maybe a couple videos, I have mentioned that I'm moving apartments and I'm so excited, you guys. Like, I could literally cry. I love this apartment so much, but it's 624 square feet, I think, and it's just getting to be too small. I have so much stuff and so many clothes, and I work from home too, so I want to be able to have a studio and an office. And so I went and toured a really nice brand new apartment complex last week and looked at the 2-bedroom, and it's like over 1,100 square feet, so it's almost double what I'm in right now. It is gorgeous. It is so bougie. It is right up my alley. Like, literally, it is so nice and I'm so excited. I think I'm gonna be moving anywhere from September to middle of November, just depending on when I get out of my lease here. I'm gonna try and get out of it early if I can. But yeah, so guys, be on the lookout. Be excited for my freaking moving vlog. They're gonna be so good. I'm totally redoing everything. I'm getting rid of a lot of my furniture. I'm taking it to my parents' house and like kind of redoing my bedroom over at my parents' house. So I'm taking like a lot of furniture from here over there and buying a lot of new stuff, so it'll be so much fun. I'm so excited. Has this pandemic been stressful? Absolutely. Like, I went through a couple weeks where I was just so not motivated with YouTube, with school, with life. I just kind of had a negative outlook on life for a while. I wasn't like shopping or doing anything that I really like to do, and that's how I knew that like my headspace was just so blurry and fogged, is because like I just wasn't looking forward to anything. I didn't even want to film. Like, it was bad. But right now, like, I'm getting used to it and I'm a lot better than I was a couple months ago when it first started. It's kind of like the new normal for me now, and I know that things are going to be this way for a while, and I just try to live my life as normal. It's not really that much different for me right now. North Carolina pretty much is opened up as normal, except, you know, with masks and social distancing, and our gyms aren't open, which sucks. Well, my apartment gym is, but like Orange Theory isn't. So but yeah, so it's not really stressful right now, but it was at first for sure. Victoria asked, what do you consider a productive day? How to be productive? I guess just like when I am getting a lot of schoolwork done, a lot of YouTube done, like filming, editing. I guess like when I work out, when I get like almost everything checked off my planner, I guess is what a productive day would look like for me. But don't get me wrong, I love an unproductive day when I literally just sit on the couch, because everybody needs one of those days at least. I'd say like once every 2 months, once a month. Kesia or Kesia, I'm so sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, asked, I have noticed you eat pretty healthy. I'm curious about your eating habits. Yeah, I do eat pretty healthy, like on a day-to-day basis, organic, for the most part gluten and dairy free, but not every day for sure. For the most part, I do really eat healthy, like I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but do not get me wrong, like I eat fast food quite often. Like I'll have it maybe once or twice a week. I'll go out to eat once or twice a week, 2 to 3 times, it just depends on the week. And I let myself get what I want. Like if I want pasta, I'll get pasta. Like I don't have a diet, like I don't restrict myself from having what I want. I'll get dessert. I'll really just let myself indulge whenever I feel like it. I really don't restrict myself at all. But yeah, for the most part, I do like crave healthy things. But yeah, it comes in waves. Like sometimes I'll go like 3 months of just eating like salads and all fruits and vegetables, and like grilled chicken and just eat so healthy, and then there's like another 2 to 3 months where I'm literally just eating whatever I want, whenever I want, like so unhealthy. So don't get me wrong, okay? I'm human. I love food so much. Chelsea asked, what was one thing you learned during quarantine, whether that be a new hobby or new thought or realization? I didn't really learn a new hobby. I would say I just learned, well, a couple things. I learned not to take for granted life, and that life is really short, and like normal things just became so not normal anymore. Like just going out to eat like became so not normal, and I just learned not to take that for granted. And then also I learned that it's okay to not be okay. Like I said earlier, I was just not in a good headspace there for a while, and I just forgot everything that had been important to me before, like school and YouTube. Like I just didn't even want to do it anymore. So I just learned, oh, there was a hair, that it's okay not to be okay, and to take a break for a little while, and everything will eventually work out and be all right. Maddie asked, how do you stay organized, and how has COVID affected you or your schooling? I already answered the organized part earlier. I think it was the first question that I answered. But how has COVID affected me or my schooling? I already said how it has affected me, but my schooling, I think I had one class go completely online, and then 2 of my classes were made into hybrid classes. So say I was supposed to have a certain class on Tuesday and Thursday, and now I only have it on Tuesday, and then it's online Thursday, if that makes sense. It's like a hybrid course, but I'm really lucky because they like split it up into sections, and I signed up for classes with a bunch of my friends, so I thought I was gonna be split up from them, but I'm really lucky. So now I only have 2 classes in class on Tuesday, and that's it, and the rest are online, and both are still with my friends. I had to email my professor and had to like ask to get it rearranged because they had me going on Tuesday and on Thursday just for 1 class each day, and I didn't want to do that. So I pulled some strings and was able to get it just on Tuesdays with my friends. I'm really happy that worked out. So Kay asked, kind of random, but since you've been blonde, have you noticed a difference from when you were brunette? Your energy or the way people are towards you? Just curious. I love your videos. Thank you so much. But yes, I would say definitely 100%. I have noticed like a difference from when I went from brunette to blonde. I think I started transitioning from brunette to blonde my sophomore year of high school, and I didn't get the color that I really wanted until senior year, maybe even freshman year of college. Like it took a while because I was like really dark, and I haven't always been this blonde. I went from like brown to like highlights to a honey blonde, and yeah, so now I'm where I'm at. Looking back, like it's definitely helped my confidence actually. I just feel like the blonde hair, it just looks better on me personally, and so that's when I really kind of was, you know, gaining more confidence and being like, okay, like this hair color like looks really good on me, and I was just really happy with it, so I was more confident. It's definitely helped my confidence and my energy. Like now I definitely have more of like a boss, like a girl boss kind of mentality for sure. And the way people are towards me, no, not really. Like I don't really notice a difference from that, other than I know if I was like talking to like a guy back when I was a brunette, they would like message me when I like finally went blonde. They were like, oh, like I really like the blonde hair. That happened a couple times, but other than that, like not really. I guess people find me more attractive now that I'm blonde. I did notice that, but not anything crazy, but yeah. Kylie asked, do you enjoy living alone, or do you wish you had roommates? Like, would you suggest for someone considering moving in alone to do so? I love living alone, 100%, but I'm an only child. I have 2 older half brothers that are like double my age, so I never like lived with a sibling. So I don't ever really get lonely ever, and if I do, I just go hang out with a friend or go to dinner or have somebody come over. I love having my own space, being able to watch whatever I want to watch on TV, being able to just walk around with no pants on, being able to be as loud as I want, listen to whatever music I want, like throughout my apartment. Like I love it so much. I also love it because I'm really clean and organized, and a lot of people aren't, and I think that would just drive me crazy if like I had a roommate that was not as clean as me and just left things out of place, and yeah, that would just bug me. So I definitely recommend it if you guys are like me, but it does save money to live with somebody, and it is a good experience to have. Katie asked, how do you manage to do college work, eat healthy, do YouTube, and stay sane? It's definitely hard, but like I said earlier, like on how I stay organized, I just like write everything down. I have like a schedule every day, and I try to stick to that schedule and time frames and stuff like that. And it's definitely hard, but if I can do it, anybody can do it. It just kind of comes like natural to me. I'm just naturally like a busy bee, and I just like getting things done. It just kind of gives me like a high, I guess, in lack of better terms, by just like getting things done. So I love being productive, and yeah, but no, like I said before, like I've definitely had breakdowns in the past, like mental breakdowns from just doing too much. I've learned to balance it really, really well, and I just make time for the things that I want to do. And I know I gotta do college. I know I don't have to do YouTube, but I know that's something very high on my priority list. So I just make time to do it and still manage to make time for friends and cleaning and eating healthy. I don't really know how I do it. Katie asked, holy grail lip product that you can't live without. Definitely my Laneige lip sleeping mask. Val asked, how do you become an ally for Black Lives Matter? How do you personally work towards eradicating racism, inequality, discrimination, etc.? So I've definitely been educating myself, especially like right when it all started. I was educating myself. I, you know, signed petitions. I posted a lot on my Instagram story and on my Instagram, and was kind of trying to make people aware as well. I also watched movies that kind of educated myself. I watched one that was really good, and it was called The Hate U Give, and I loved it so much. But yeah, definitely educate yourself and learn. Brookie asked, do you have a workout routine? Also, your body is goals. Thank you so much. Not right now. I used to when I was doing Orange Theory, but obviously that's not open in North Carolina right now. I think the last class I took was in March, so it's been 5 months. So I've just been kind of working out here and there at my apartment. I do have a really nice apartment gym, so I've been doing that if I need to run. But if I need to do like an arm workout, leg workout, or ab workout, I'll just do it on my mat and watch like Chloe Ting workouts. But I don't really have a routine right now. But I have been losing some weight and I haven't even been trying really at all. So that's kind of good, but I think it's my hormones are finally getting straightened out, because I just had some like hormone problems, and I went to my doctor for it, and she gave me some like medicine, I guess, and it's taken like a month and a half to finally kick in. But started working. My estrogen levels were either really high or really low, but I was almost becoming insulin resistant, which would have been really bad. But finally straightened out, and I've lost like 7 pounds, which is crazy. Leslie asked, do you think to be successful you have to go to college? Absolutely not. Everybody's different. For me personally, I want to get a degree. You don't have to go to college to be successful. Like, there's so many people that didn't go to college that are very successful in today's world. But that's just, for me personally, I want to go to college, and I would be fine not going to college. I could really focus on my YouTube. If I dropped out right now, I could start putting 100% of my effort into YouTube and grow it even more, and grow my audience and be able to make more money off of it, and financially like completely support myself and probably be okay. But that's not what I want to do. I want to learn and just be more educated and stuff like that, if that makes sense. Angela asked, what's your major in college? What are you most looking forward to in the upcoming year? So my major is business administration with a concentration in management with a minor in consumer apparel retail studies. I love it so much. I'm so like happy with the route that I decided to take, but I'm actually gonna get my master's, I think is what I've decided to do. Just because I think it'll be the best for me and like what I want to do. What am I most looking forward to in the upcoming year? If you're talking about school, probably my consumer apparel retail studies class, because I love fashion and that kind of like the consumer world, consumer industry. Kimberly asked, any advice for incoming college students about school, health, social life? Definitely don't overload yourself, because you will burn out and you will have mental breakdowns, and they are not fun, and you'll just get so stressed. So don't stress yourself out. Just take, you know, a good amount of classes, but not too much. I like took the most credit hours possible my freshman year, first semester. Go out, meet friends, have fun, do the whole college bit, whatever you want to do. I didn't even do that first semester freshman year. I literally just stayed home the whole time and worked on schoolwork. I didn't really make friends or anything like that. I would literally sit home on the weekend. So definitely make friends and don't burn yourself out, is what I would say. Victoria asked, what is your favorite thing to do on a free day? Oh gosh, go to the lake, go shopping. If I want to have a lazy day, I'll just sit at home and watch YouTube or watch Netflix, eat takeout. Malia asked, where are your favorite vacation spots to travel? Definitely 100% Hawaii, hands down. Maui and Kauai were the islands that I went to in Hawaii, and oh my gosh, they were beautiful. So definitely Kauai and Maui, even though they're both in Hawaii, but that's the only vacation spot. Well, in Colorado, I love Colorado for like the wintertime and skiing, but Hawaii just can't beat it. Yara asked, what advice can you give to those who are applying for college? And love ya. Love you too, girl. I would just say apply to a good amount. Like definitely have like your safety colleges, but then also like your reach colleges. Build your application really, really good. Like definitely let somebody read over your essay, like a teacher in your school, in your high school. And then, oh gosh, it's been so long since I applied to college. Take the SAT or ACT a lot and use Common App. That's what I use. Just use a lot of the tools that you are given. Aline asked, how do you maintain your faith? What are some things you do to keep your relationship with God strong? Ever since I was a young girl, I've always prayed every single day. I say like a really long prayer at night, but then throughout the day, I always just pray whether I get good news, bad news, something confusing happens, whatever it may be. I always pray like multiple times a day. I also have some devotionals. I'll get them for you guys. My favorite is this Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. I do devotionals every day. This one I like to do at night. And then I recently got Jesus Always, Embracing Joy in His Presence by Sarah Young. And this one I like to do in the mornings. These are really good devotionals for young women. And these are just so good. And they really, really speak to me. And that just kind of helps me keep my faith. I also go to church, but with the pandemic, I haven't been. I go to Elevation Church. So Sidnerella asked a bunch of questions. So I'm gonna pick a few that I haven't already answered. She asked about Black Lives Matter. I talked about that. She asked about quarantine, talked about that too. What piece of advice would you give to a new YouTuber? I definitely would say to be consistent and also don't start off vlogging. I know a lot of my friends are always like, oh, I wanna start a YouTube channel. Like I'm gonna just start doing vlogs. And I'm like, that is not smart because that hardly ever works out. Vlogs are fun, I get it. But if you wanna do a vlog just for fun, that's great. But if you wanna do it to grow your channel, that's not really the best thing to do or the smartest thing to do unless you're like David Dobrik and it worked out for him. But most of the times you need to make other videos and grow your audience that way, and then you can start like vlogging. That's what I would say. But it's always good to just vlog and have memories. I mean, I started off my channels vlogging, so I get that people want to do that, and yeah, but that didn't help grow my channel at all. TikTok and More asked, who's your biggest idol and person you look up to? Definitely my parents, both of them. They are the most humble, sweetest, godly people that I've ever met, and I strive to be half the parent that they are. Like, they are amazing in every single way. I literally have the best parents ever, and they are just such good role models for me in life. And my dad with owning a business, and then both my mom and dad with their faith and their morals, and they've just raised me really, really well, and to never judge somebody and to be humble and all that stuff. Like, they are just amazing. Like, they are just such good people. Rubes Tube asked, favorite song at the moment? I have so many, you guys. Go Crazy by Chris Brown and Young Thug. Smile by Juice WRLD and The Weeknd. R.I.P. Juice WRLD, his new album is so good. Morgan Wallen's new song, if you guys are into country, 7 Summers, I think is what it's called, is bomb. I really like The Kid Laroi right now. I like Wrong and Need You Most. Pop Smoke's new album's good. And yeah, or anything Roddy Ricch, honestly. Love him so much. I know that was a lot, but I have so many favorite songs. Let me know if you guys want me to do like a playlist video or a drive with me. Jennifer asked, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Definitely owning my business, married, and happy. Danica asked, top 3 favorite Netflix series. This is hard, oh my God. Gossip Girl, 90210 before they took it off, and Outer Banks, or Criminal Minds. I don't know, guys, I have so many. I know I'm missing a few, but those are just the 3 that came to my head. Pep asked, have you considered joining a sorority? Love your videos. I did. I was gonna rush the spring semester of my sophomore year because that's when my school does recruitment, but the first semester of my sophomore year, I met like a really good group of girls, had a really good friend group, and I just didn't really feel the need to anymore, so I didn't really think I had the time anyways. Nicole asked, dream car. I've always said that it was a Mercedes G-Wagon, but I've changed my answer, and I still like G-Wagons, but I feel like that's so basic now and everybody wants it. But I'm not gonna say what my dream car is because I'm literally getting my dream car when I graduate with my bachelor's degree. I graduate in 2 years, or really like a year and a half. I already know what car I'm getting. Talked to my parents about it, and it's gonna be like my graduation present. And I don't want to tell you guys what it is just because I just want to keep it a surprise, if you know what I mean. Don't want to spoil anything. Savannah asked, what is your ultimate goal in life? Just to be happy, honestly. Like, I don't care how much money I have. Like, yeah, it would be great to be successful, but as long as I'm happy and have good friends and family around me, then that's all that really matters, like, honestly. Shannon also asked, what's your favorite luxury item? Either my Gucci Gigi Marmont ebony canvas bag that I got for Christmas, or my Cartier rings, because I wear these every day. So, I don't know. Sophie asked, how many countries have you been to? I've just been to Guatemala. And then last but not least, Celeste asked, how is your relationship? My relationship with my boyfriend is so good. He just moved to college today. That's kind of sad, but we're only like 35, 40 minutes apart. So it's not too bad. I'm literally seeing him tomorrow. Thank you for asking. So guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below and click that bell. I upload every Sunday and Wednesday. Be sure to follow me on all my social medias, which are on the screen right here and also listed and linked in the description box below. Thank you to everyone who asked me questions, and I'm so sorry if I wasn't able to answer your question, but let me know if you want me to do a part 2 to this. I will. I'll definitely do more in the future. I'm so sorry this video was so long. I don't even know how long it's gonna be, probably 40 minutes, but I'm gonna try and cut it down. So yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will hopefully see you very soon in my next video. Mwah! Bye guys.